Hi guys, welcome to Make 2 and episode 15 of our Minecraft Pocket Edition Let's Build a World. We're here in our town and last week I finished the town hall and it's looking wonderful in this morning light. Where's the sun gone? I can't remember where the sun's gone, but it's over here somewhere. Since then I've had another busy week. Here we've got our city park and right next door we have the new stuff. I've been building some houses. These are brownstones, so kind of modelled after some big houses they have, principally in New York, but I think similar over lots of parts of the world. So I thought, you know, you've got a big city square, and this is all very grand, with the town hall and this old-fashioned building, sort of Tudor-style building here. But in a real city, often you have old and grand, right up against just, you know, where people need to live. So that's what I've gone here. I've tried to make this city feel a bit crowded. I don't just want to have big fancy buildings everywhere. Some stuff has to just be for people to live in. So I've got 3 different buildings here. And you can see I've extended the roads around. It's all still clearly very much under construction. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of each of these 3 and then talk about what's coming next. So the key thing about these brownstones is, one, there's a lot of brick. So this building is just done in brick, but you can see that I have used lots of accents here in sort of chiselled andesite, I think it might be. One of these polished blocks. The back is looking a little bit rougher. Here there's down to a basement, because all of these do have, they're normally sort of one level down, sort of a basement apartment, and then lots of other floors of the building. Now these 2 ones at the back, you can see have a lot of brown clay. So there's a lot more. The problem with brown clay is it's a very similar, simple texture. So when you build a large block of it, it looks really dull. So it actually took a lot more time to try and just get the facade right and interesting at this larger scale. But for our first house, let's take a little look. First of all, you can see the pavement sort of melds into the front steps of the property. The front steps go up there. Down here you have some steps you get down with a little garden. You can see here not much light if you live down here. And then here you go under here and there's a little room. So from here you can see the typical dark view. Not much light from these basement apartments. Now let's head out and you go up the main stairs to the grander staircase. And here will be an inside, there's stairs going up. There's only minimal decoration in here. I just wanted to get a sense of what it was like for real, but it's really quite empty. There's some lighting on the outside, and then just lots of use of stairs upside down, right way up, in different combinations, again with these polished stones. And here we have some decorated stone blocks, just to try and get a different sense of texture and pattern over the whole surface. But fortunately, the red brick does add a lot of texture by itself. But like I said, it's a lot harder with brown clay, which is what I dealt with for these 2. These 2 are very similar builds. The first floor and basements are identical, and there's lots of similarities in the style, but I still made them be different on the outside and different heights just to keep it interesting. But again, for this one, there's a basement. So here are the stairs up to the main house. So here we have the steps going down, and actually it's underneath the stairway to get into the first floor apartment, which is similar to how I think they do it in real life. You have the entrance to your basement apartment, very dark and dingy. Stairs, as I said, just very simple. I haven't decorated the insides too much. Now as we move up the building, you can see here I've started to make use of some of the new items that are available in 0.12. Here we have a skeleton skull. I think it looks a little bit creepy this way. As you move up, you can see I've got more, and on the other house I have them facing the other way. So here it looks more like a standard block, and I think this is really good for decorating because it doesn't look as imposing or strange as having a skull. Down here, by the way, we have some trash cans, using some chests as trash cans. I've got some vines going up the wall. I also have some trapdoors. There's no real reason for trapdoors to be in here, again, other than just to break up the flow. So here we have some steps, upside down, right way up again, just to frame the windows. And here they're sort of mini patios, and I've used anvils because we now have anvils to use, and I think that creates a different type of fence than you can with fence posts or cobblestone walls. And just some more use of the same pattern on the front. And at the top you can see that I have used nether brick and nether brick stairs just to create a different sense from the top. So it feels like it has these different layers, but because I used nether brick at the bottom for the entranceway, there is still that, hopefully, that similarity in composition. The other building is very similar, I said almost identical in its main structure, but I have gone for just different placing around the windows to frame them in a slightly different way, just for variation. So I think I'm pretty happy with the front, and if you can see in the window there are flaws, but there's not much in them. It's just to give, when I'm building, just so I know what's supposed to go in there, and to know that if I wanted to make this into a real building, I could. Let's take a look at the back first. So here, obviously, this is all what I've blasted out. The buildings do end higher than they're actually a few blocks lower at the front. So they are just, the windows cap everything off here. So keep things pretty simple. I've got some large bay windows for the building on this side, and oops, you can see I haven't quite finished it off here. I need to put some, there we go. And it looks a little bit wiggly. I think it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I got a bit bored just trying to use so much of this brown clay. I did, as you can see on this side, intersperse it with brown wool. Now this side the windows are more boring because I've built a fire escape. This is all just using iron fences. So there's a ladder, and then there's some stairs, and then there's a ladder that you can pull down more to get all the way to the outside. Let's end by just taking a quick look on the roof. So for the fire escape, there's actually an entrance onto the roof which connects to the floor immediately below of this building, and again another just nether brick over the entire roof. A little set of stairs getting you to the top here. I experimented covering this all in snow to try and get a really nice subtle grading effect, but the snow melted. So yeah, that was a bit of a shame. And then on the final roof we've got a water tower. And you can see too I've got some drain pipes going along, including on the edge of this building, just as I said again to give a bit of realism and a bit of extra texture. So that's progress. I think I've got 3 huge buildings here. In terms of houses, these are really big houses if you were to live in any single one of them. And I think the town's really taking shape. I think I'm going to build a little bit further this way. I want to make more progress towards the river so I can build something on the river. So there are 2 options for next week. I'm either going to build a fire station, which I think probably many of you would prefer, or I'm going to build a big sort of loft industrial building, and they will be in this area, and after that we'll see what's going to come next. So I really hope you've enjoyed seeing these brownstone buildings in Minecraft Pocket Edition. They were a challenge but fun to make, and I was just wondering as I was building them, how many of these am I going to need to really make my city feel alive? It could be like 100, but there's no way I'm going to build 100 of these. So I think my town is probably going to be a little bit more limited in size than my imagination would wish, but so be it. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really, really do appreciate all the support and comments you've been giving me. And finally, stay tuned for more Minecraft videos because more is on the way soon. Thanks for watching.